Yeah. Nigga, it's been a while, my niggas. What's cracking lacking? You know what I'm saying? If anybody show up, they show up, but they don't. Hey, it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't, and it is what it stay. Man, how y'all been doing? It's the new year. I've been gone for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I've been gone for a minute. Just chilling and relaxing, enjoying myself. Where the channel's gonna go, I don't know.
Just chilling and relaxing.
You know what I'm saying? Where the channel's gonna go, I don't know. But yo, we live in this piece. We doing what we doing. The Crown Prince of Petty. Am I back? Am I not? It don't really matter. But I'm just gonna get some work real quick. You know what I'm saying? For y'all waking up for your morning drive time and whatever. How y'all doing this new year? How y'all doing, period? You know what I'm saying? So what have I been up to? What I've been doing? I've been back doing my thing, doing what I do. I stepped away because I didn't want to be a part of the foolishness, of the fuckery and the debauchery of things that's going down. You know, the fam is doing good. Everybody's doing well. You know what I'm saying? I hope you and yours is doing well. I hope a lot of people's doing well. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of which, I got some things to speak on, clear the air, clear the chest, and whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, Number one, energy. And what I mean by energy, you know what I'm saying? What's up, good Don Teasy? What's going on with you, fam? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with you, fam? How's it been, man? How you been, bro? You know what I'm saying? What's up with you, man? I hope everything's well with you, man. I've been catching up on my anime and my stuff, man. Yo, it's been great just clearing my algorithm, staying away from the fuckery, the buffoonery, and the debauchery of just bad energy, man, up in this piece. Yeah, man, yo, I've been on, I've been just chilling, man, just back in engineering, man. I'm gonna get back in my filmmaking. I'm just having, my energy is just better, man. Like I get to be petty in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is, man. Um, I don't know what's really going on. What's going on, one? Jeez, yeah. What's going on with you, fam? What's going on with you, fam? You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, one G's, y'all gave you a rich, bro. My bad, fam. Yo, this is my random thoughts, man. Ain't nothing really. I'm gonna just riff on some shit, and y'all just bear with me, man. If y'all want to say some petty shit in the chat, man, go ahead and say some petty shit in the chat, bro. I don't care, man. I don't really give a damn. Yo, I got the avatar of King the Conqueror, him that knows all, man, because that nigga is really motherfucking petty, my nigga. So, yo, we gonna get into it, man. Yo, first of all, man, niggas need to go outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, niggas been stuck in the house, and niggas is still just hanging on the internet and being internet gangsters. And I mean all the way to fuck around, man. Like, I don't just mean just in these YouTube spaces. I'm talking about the John Barat shit. You know, people are trying to be something that they really not in real life. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hey, bro, you know what it is, Don Teasy, man. You know how we get down. Hey, coach, what's going on? How you doing, sis? What's good with you, man? It's always good talking to you. You always bring a cool point of view. But like I said before, it's like people been talking about the same stuff. Like, yo, before pandemic, after the pandemic, men and women, yo, these relationship problems have been happening with men and women since the beginning of fucking time. And get over it. If you are a man or a woman or whatever you believe in or whoever you're attracted to, and if you putting energy in the wrong people, stop. Put that shit into yourself, man. Be great. Fuck that shit, man. Move forward in your motherfucking life. For real. Get a grip. Get your shit together. Stop worrying about what another motherfucking grown ass human being is doing so much that it affects your daily mental aptitude to move forward in life, because life is too fucking short, man. The average human being in first world countries live to be 70 something. So once you hit about 35, you halfway through your life expectancy. If you're a man, women live longer than men. That's what it is. So a woman will live averagely till 80. Men will live to about 75. And when you get to that age, if you ain't take care of yourself, you pretty much hanging on death's door. You fighting the reaper not to go to the next part or the next plane of society or next plane of existence or whatever the fuck you call it. Because most dead motherfuckers don't come back and tell you what the fuck happened on the other side. Because either they going through too much on the other side, worse than what was over here, or they having too much motherfucking fun. So guess what? You don't know until you die. And when you die, you too busy worrying about that new shit to worry about the old shit that you left. So that's how you should treat life. Once you get out of a situation and you put yourself in another situation, man, fuck that shit, man. Like, you got to live your life how the fuck you want to live it. Stop living your life through the guise of the perception of other fucking people. You are you. You figure out how you can be the best version of you every time you go to sleep and you wake the fuck up. Every day is a new day to be a better version of your motherfucking self. I learned this shit. And you know how I learned this shit? Staying the fuck away from bad energy, destructive energy motherfuckers. You know, I'm gonna say it like that. Not everybody's carrying that type of energy. There's people out here that have great positive energy. But are you one of those people that have great positive energy, or you one of them motherfuckers that sit up there and siphon and bring negativity and pain and destruction? Like, have you ever talked to somebody and that's all they talk about is bad shit? They don't never got no good shit to say. They don't got never no encouraging words, or they having a great day. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what the fuck is about that? Yo, yeah, we got bad shit. Yo, waking up. Yeah, you can wake up, stub your toe on the end of the fucking bed, nigga. But guess what? Pain don't last forever. It's just as, listen, time is relative. Why do we think happiness is fleeting and pain lasts forever? Because it's fucking painful. You know what I'm saying? It's motherfucking painful. You know what I mean? Like, real talk. It's fucking painful. Pain is pain. It's the same type of time it takes to initiate pain to the brain that it does happiness. It doesn't take longer. It doesn't take less time. It's just what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Life is like that. And if you keep going through the same situation, you remedial in that situation in life. I ain't perfect, nigga. I'm remedial in a lot of fucking shit that I do in life. But with age and experience, does the lesson get better? No. You remedial. You got to go to summer school. Why don't you want to go to summer school? It's hot, boss. I'm tired, boss. I got to pay money, boss. You know what I'm saying? If you would have paid attention in class in the winter and sacrificed that winter when you wasn't going nowhere, then guess what you wouldn't have been? In summer school. Same thing with life. But life compounds the interest of your stupidity of you paying the motherfucking stupid tax. Stop paying the stupid tax. Because every time you get over a situation and the way you pass that bitch, guess what? Life gonna give you another challenge. And you gotta keep going into the day you go into the ground. And your only challenge then is sitting in a hospital bed trying to fucking cling on to the last breath of life. And the people that I know that lived a nice, wonderful life, when death come, they welcome that shit. Because they done did all they could. They ain't tripping no more. They done did everything. They fulfilled everything they tried to do. They love their failures. They accepted their failures. They love their triumphs and their loved ones. And they tell them, go forth and be great. And at a certain point in life, when you have children, you do your best for them, for the next generation. And you sit back and you get the motherfucker out the goddamn way. That's it. That's how life is. So All this shit, be you. If a person can't accept you for you and the person that you're going to be going forward, fuck them. Fuck them. 7.2 billion people on the planet, man. Shit, you got people who you can go rock with. And not, guess what? 7.2 billion people on the planet, and guess what? You one of them. So rock with your motherfucking self until a motherfucker comes along. Until a motherfucker comes along that's going to rock with you and walk parallel and not trying to jump in your motherfucking lane. Everybody want this dopamine hit of this society, of this social media fraudulence. But when you turn off the stream, when you put your phone down, your phone die. Guess what? You still got to deal with your motherfucking problems. You still got to deal with your failures. You still got to deal with everything else that comes with it. And you got to deal with life. And guess what? The only thing that's definite in this life is death and taxes. And you got to pay that motherfucking price. And ain't nobody going to pay it for you. You can't go to the bank and get a loan. You can't motherfucking go do whatever. You got to deal with your fucking problems. People can give you advice. People might can help you just a little bit so to alleviate some of the burden and shit. But all of that shit is just painkillers. You know what I'm saying? Pain lets you know that your body is healing. Pain lets you know. Emotional pain is another pain that we don't want to deal with as humans. Most people would rather take physical pain over emotional pain any day of the week because you can't escape that shit. Because you got to deal with yourself. You got to understand, how can I be stronger mentally? Everybody want to do everything, but they don't want to understand the mental aptitude. Who was you before all of this technology and all of this shit came together? Did you grow? Like, if you look back to last year, fuck last year, yesterday, are you a better version of yourself 6 hours ago, 12 hours ago, 24 hours ago? And if you ain't trying to be a better version of yourself or try something different within that time frame, then you are doing a disservice to your motherfucking self. This is, nigga, I'm just, hey, this is what it is. And I had to figure that out. Yo, I ain't go live since right before my birthday, before I turned 41. A lot of shit, great, good, bad, that happened to me in between that time. And it ain't for me to be discussing on these airwaves because those things have been fixed or working to be fixed, and I'm working on my motherfucking self. I've been fortunate to talk to a plethora of people I've never met face to face, because that's the good thing about this. I'm not going to say everything is bad, but that's the good thing about this shit. Because you get to connect with people you normally wouldn't meet in certain situations that are not like-minded, that are like-minded, that have different things going on with them, that are running parallel, or the same thing that going on with, you know what I mean, maybe going on with them that's going on with you, and you can empathize with them. But at what time do you step away from this shit, put it down, don't give it time, and deal with the people where you can be in their own airspace and time? You know what I'm saying? Time is something that is the most valuable resource to invest into any motherfucking person. Time. Because you can't get that back. Even me sitting up here talking to y'all, and even y'all listening to me, that's time. You can't get the second, the millisecond, the minute, the hour back because you invested in it to give it time to listen to someone or to interact with them. That is a fleeting moment that is never going to be replaced. But what did you gain from that? And if you don't gain anything from that, if you don't gain entertainment, if you don't gain enlightenment, if you don't even gain negative or positive energy, then you need to move the fuck on and get something out of it and learn something from it and use that as a springboard to be better. But we spend too much time being worse, getting worse, divulging and devolving in the deviation of our mental aptitude to be great. Now, I probably said a lot of fucking multi-syllable words, you know what I mean, with my kind of Baltimore accent and shit, but fuck it, let's go with it. What have you done this year? Fuck a New Year's resolution. What have you done to improve your fucking life? You don't need to say it. You don't need to spell it out, but you know what you've done to be great than what you were the day before, the month before, the quarter before, the 6 months before, the year before. We finally get to go the fuck outside again. We are off punishment as a whole fucking society and as a species. For whatever reason. Maybe it's our fault. Maybe it's nature fucking recorrecting itself. But god damn it. Now let's talk about some other shit. Nigga, why the fucking price of eggs is sky the fuck high, my nigga? Like, yo, did chickens go on the strike? Did the rooster stop fucking the hens? Did the Mexicans stop going in the farm and snatching the eggs? Like, yo, what's going on with that? Y'all tell me what the fuck's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is wild. Gas prices was high. Now eggs is high. That don't even fucking make sense to me. Like, do chickens need gas, my nigga? Like, what's really good? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, and do we need eggs? Yes, we need them, my nigga. Like, it's a lot of things in this world that are more important. Your daily living and your daily, you know what I'm saying, way that you deal with life is more important than certain other things. Everything else is entertainment because it distracts you from what you're doing in life. Look, I took a hiatus from social media to a certain degree where I only consume it in certain time frames, and I have been more productive in my fucking life than I have been since 2018. He said Trump taught the world how to be shit. He ain't teach nobody nothing. Go just like shit. He just passed it the fuck on. You know what I mean? He learned that from his daddy and his daddy and his daddy and the motherfuckers that motherfucker founded the country. And we can debate who founded what, when they founded it, and how. But if civilization start with us melanated people, they had to learn inflation from us because it didn't come from nowhere else. Facts. But I feel you on that. I really do feel you on it. Yo, let's talk about these kids, though. People say kids are out of pocket. Kids ain't out of pocket, right? Because there was something called the Great Depression. And I'm going to go back to the Great Depression. I ain't going to go further than that. Because that's when the world was fucked up. Where people was up there selling their fucking kids because they couldn't afford to feed them. You got to be 12, 13, 14 fucking years of age. And they sold you off to some fucking factory. That's why they made child fucking work laws. Where kids can't go work somewhere until they the age of fucking 14, like 14 in the summer, 16 and shit. So are kids fucked up, or is it the goddamn adults being ain't shit and thinking that they fucking what they want is more better than the next generation to propagate to make a better world and to be better than we are? I don't think kids are fucked up. There's some badass kids, but I don't think kids are fucked up. I think adults are fucked up. I read in an article that a 6-year-old shot a fucking teacher because he couldn't be the lunch leader. Is it the teacher's fault or is it the motherfucking parents' fault that didn't put Jimmy, little Johnny or Jimmy or whoever the fuck they's in their place? And where did he learn where he can get a gun and go take it to school and go blast the teacher in the fucking chest? You know what I'm saying? And the teacher was sending emails talking about how bad this kid is and nobody wanted to listen. Talking about the teacher don't know how to handle a class. No, the kid is out the motherfucking pocket. But then it's the parents' fault. But then is it really the parents' fault? Is it society's fault? Because you can't have parents that have enough time to raise their motherfucking kids when they get to school age. So is kids the problem? No. Motherfuckers care more about letting the motherfucking address sit up there and read story time to some kids so they can be fucking confused sexually on the natural order of things than they got when they dealing with a kid with a gun coming to the school blowing the shit up. The shit go hand in hand. Too much liberties reduces the motherfucking chaos in this bitch. And I got kids, and I raise them be grown ass men, and they ain't running around blasting people in the fucking chest. Because the first thing you're supposed to teach your kids if you're present as a parent is to respect motherfucking your elders and adults. And then if you can't handle the situation, you need to be able to talk to your parent so they can handle it in an adult fucking fashion. So are we teaching our kids to handle things in an adult fucking fashion? And obviously the answer is motherfucking no, because we teaching the kids that if you scream, holler, and do whatever the fuck you want, you get your way. And that's not how the fucking world works. There's rules, there's guidelines, there's things that you have to fall in line. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to survive. And then when you get to a point where you can take care of yourself, you're supposed to fucking procreate and be able to take care of other little individuals that are innocent in the world and shield them from certain things until they're at their time and place where they need to learn about them things and then move forward and make certain choices where they have values and shit. And we've lost that shit. We sit up here and discuss about how men and women can't get along, grown ass adults can't figure it out. So what are the kids going to do? They ain't going to be able to figure it out. And then we have a 24-hour fucking cycle of fucking information that they data dumping these children, and they ain't hearing it from their fucking parents, which is the people that they need to trust the most, because guess what? They're the ones that are there to protect them. Facts. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. We need to get off of this fucking war of, yo, these women and these men. Okay, so what the fuck are you doing about it in your life personally to set an example for the people that you can basically affect? I can talk all I want to, but if I'm talking, but my life is fucked up and I'm not affecting the people that's around me and I'm not affecting the people that's in my airspace that can feel my energy, then I'm an ancient person and I'm a hypocrite at the highest fucking level. And if you stay on this motherfucking shit 24 hours a day on a 24-hour news cycle, you ain't involving yourself in real life. You just talking and commentating on the people that's going out there and has the motherfucking bravery to make mistakes and try things and figure shit out. I'd rather try and fail than not try to fuck it all and sit back and commentate and pontificate on things that I ain't even putting forth to. You know what I'm saying? Our children, man. Like, if we want our world to be better, listen, you can see people in their older age that did well as parents when their children come together and they feel it's their duty and their right to take care of their parents. I was looking at this YouTube short about Charleston White, and somebody asked him about, yo, your son make the NBA, he owe you something. He said, man, children don't owe their parents nothing. They ain't got to give them nothing because it wasn't their choice to be here. Now, I don't agree with a lot of the shit he said, but that shit was cold as motherfucking ice in a snowstorm. You know what I'm saying? Money, health insurance, child care, they are all indirectly interconnected, impact a lot of things we do. People don't really see. Facts. Yo, why does it like speaking of which, Jack, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Salute to you. I would see people literally self-medicate then go to a professional, a doctor, because it's not what the doctor's saying to you. Is that can you afford the doctor visit because you don't have that high interest health insurance that ain't shit. Now, I don't have that problem where I live at because we have universal health care. You know what I'm saying? I can go to the doctor across the street right now, and guess what? I'm only paying a 25% deductible. If I pay more than $1,000 in a year, they reimburse my fucking money. But unfortunately, for my other Americans, y'all don't have that because in the capitalist society, they making money off of your misery to that degree. Every country does that to a certain degree, but you're right. The price of having children is skyrocketing. I'm like, listen, just having a child alone cost. Okay, cost. Like it costs. If the price of eggs is up, guess what? A carton of eggs is like $4. Guess what? If you got kids in the house, the carton of eggs just went up. You know children like that. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of shit. it's a lot of shit that you have to deal with being a parent. But I would take all of that. I would take all of the struggle of being a parent, because guess what? On the back end of things, I went from being a provider of my children to being the advisor of my children. And I am lucky and I am blessed to be a grandfather where I can see my children going through everything else. You know what I'm saying? And then they can lean on my teachings and do things differently, and they can be good fathers, because I have nothing but sons. See, that's what I'm saying. And would you feel, and that means that your father has to be present in your life for you to feel that you feel that's the least you can do as a caretaker. See, the thing is that men nowadays want the privileges of women, and women want the privileges of men, but neither one of them, and I'm not saying all, but the loud majority that are speaking, want the consequences of the responsibility of the gender roles. The reason why women are celebrated, and they should be celebrated, and the reason why a lot of things happen for women is because they have to put their life and their body on the line for 9 months of carrying a life into this world. We men are protection of the woman when she's pregnant, but then there's two, and then we have to imprint ourselves on said child when they come out. The woman has already imprinted herself on the child, because the child wouldn't be here if she didn't take care of herself or within a stable and secure environment. And even when she eats, even a pregnant woman, she doesn't have control over her bladder, because the baby needs to go pee now. The baby wants to eat now. The baby doesn't care it's 3 a.m. The baby wants to eat. The fetus wants to eat. The fetus have to be fed. The fetus needs to be in an environment. She has to nest in a near perfect environment to bring a healthy child in. And here's another thing. Most of the things that happen to a fetus, most of the things that are bad that happen to the fetus comes from the father line of the family, and really never comes from the mother line of the family. And this is genetics. So we as men need to stop sitting up here and want to be celebrated for the things that we should be doing as men, because that is our role. That is our role. If a woman, listen, the greatest submission a woman can do is lay down, open herself up, and allow you to perform the art of having her be able in the art of procreation. That is the greatest submission that a woman can ever do, because she is putting herself in a state where she is the most vulnerable. The most vulnerable, because once she gets pregnant, she is vulnerable. She is at the most. She's her hormones is heightened. And the way Mother Nature protects that is that when they release them pheromones, men get into a protective state because we receive those pheromones. This is fucking science. Cut and dry, straight to the fucking point. So if we as men, we need to, if we feel as though our women ain't right, or they ain't acting right, then we need to fucking conquer the environment, transform that environment in where we would like them to feel as comfortable, where they don't need to feel such a way where they got to do whatever they got to do. Now, that doesn't mean we have to take the disrespect. That doesn't mean when we are work in progress, but we need to stop talking, crying, complaining, and get the fuck off this shit and go work. That's what men do. We go work and we fix fucking problems. And our first problem is fixing our fucking self. Once we fix ourselves, we leave, we move, we do it ourselves. We get in the dirt, we get dirty, we get our nails dirty, we get it popping in this motherfucker. And if we get it popping and the women feel secure in what they need to do with their provisions and whatever, and we provide security and provisions and working with them and not treating them as step stools, then what happens after that is basically it's a village, is a community of loving and caring. Now there's some people out there, men, women alike, that they're just fucking broken and they don't need to have fucking kids. Because they're broken. They just don't. But life don't work like that. It's usually the people that should be the best parents can't have kids, and it's the people that's the worst parents that have kids. Like, what the fuck is that? But that's just balance. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, these are my random thoughts, man. I'm just rambling. I'm just talking what I'm thinking. This ain't up for debate. This is just my opinions. You don't agree with them? Fine. You ain't got to agree with them. But this is just how I see shit at 41. Let me see what's going on here. Cole just says, people don't rarely see backdoor of gig economy, circumventing overtime, the part-time job, the eliminate of insurance requirements as opposed to the legislation required employers to pay. Thank you. You smart. You smart. Yeah, she broke that down. Oh man, so eloquently. Look at that right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You broke that down so eloquently. That right there. This right there, basically. We are in a technological revolution. Technological revolution. And at the beginning of the technological revolution, for you to get technology as cheap as you get it, somebody got to be slaved out somewhere. Somewhere. Coach said in July, I got my second job. I used to be off 4 days. Since I got a second job, I saved every check. It's not a lot, but hey, listen, here, Coach, look at this right here, 40,000. Do you know the average working American household? And when I mean average, I'm talking about, we ain't talking about black folk. We talking about everybody. And there's more white folk in America than minorities, colored folk, people that don't have a problem at 60-degree weather getting a goddamn suntan. Or need suntan lotion. We talking about the melanated folk. We talking about the Latinos. We talking about the black folk, the Southeast Asians, all that other shit, right? The average household with 2 children, a dog, a mortgage, with 2 working parents is $55,000 a year, right? After taxes, you're talking about 45. So you're making 90% of what a 2-parent household is making by yourself. Give that woman a motherfucking hand clap right there. You know what I'm saying? We live in excess, man. We buy things that we don't need. You know what I'm saying? Like, we live in a right now economy. Yeah, I ordered something off of Amazon, right? I needed a battery for my computer, right? I'm over here tracking that shit every day like a dope fiend and shit. Nigga, is it here yet? Is it here yet? I needed it, but it'll get here. You know what I'm saying? When it get here. Like, yo, the reason why I brought that up is I remember growing up, when you ordered some shit, it may come. You know what I'm saying? It may come up. It may come that month. You had to wait for the mailman. Now we looking for the Amazon man. Shit, we don't even want to see the mailman. The mailman don't deliver packages no more. He deliver bills. And he sneak them to you. They just get in your goddamn fucking mailbox. Listen, if you go to the mailbox with fear, nigga, you ain't living right. Because you living in excess. You living in excess. You know what I'm saying? You living in excess. We need to minimize the fucking shit that we spending and consuming. We don't need all of that. You know what I'm saying? Look, I did a test on myself. I don't eat meat on Wednesdays. I don't suggest it for everybody because everybody can't do that. But I can do that. I don't eat meat on Wednesdays. Guess what? I dropped like 10, 15 fucking pounds. I'm in the shit. I ain't been this goddamn motherfucking in shape since my ass was in fucking high school. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been this in shape since my ass been in fucking high school. I eat healthy, but on the weekend I eat what the fuck I want because you do gotta eat some fuck shit. I don't go crazy. Anything in excess will hurt you. Anything. Social media consumption, being too fucking religious and spiritual, not being able to enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I saw that crazy ass earthquake over there in Turkey and Syria. Wasn't they beefing? Wasn't they beefing? They was at war. Syria been getting bombed. You don't even hear about it no more. Then they go through a fucking crazy ass earthquake. And it used to be one country. Syria used to be Turkey. Turkey used to be Syria. They used to be called something else back in the day. But people are dying left and right every day. Every time you breathe and think for a second, somebody to check up out of this plane of existence. Life is too short to be wasting time on non-essential, pertinent shit. And sometimes it's good just to sit back and enjoy just good weather. Like, look, it's gonna be 60 degrees this afternoon or this weekend. I'm sorry, this weekend in February. Now, don't go out there and act like you don't need no coat because pneumonia gonna be your friend. You gonna get that pneumonia. That you gonna get that corona with that pneumonia, and that's gonna take you out. Took out Bernie Mac, shit, and he had money, and that nigga had more money than Blue Cross and Blue Shield. You know what I'm saying? I noticed from the back row the insurance and the long-term coverage is not included in the conversation. My son was fully insured 5 minutes after he was born. Facts. Facts. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Insurance. Let's talk about something else. Life insurance. Life insurance. Do you know life insurance is less? Life insurance costs less than a pack of Newports in New York City per month. Facts. They cost less. Do you know most people build generational wealth through death? How many of y'all had to put some money on somebody's motherfucking funeral in your family or help out with the burial and shit? I had my homeboy tell me that his uncle lived to 90 years old and he had a life insurance policy, but the insurance company wouldn't pay up because he outlived his policy coverage. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Yo, I watched Walker talk about how rich people borrow against a life insurance policy to build wealth. He didn't go into detail, but just that tidbit was like, yo, you can do that because we don't read. You know, usually the phrase is niggas don't read. But we just saying we don't read. You know what I'm saying? One benefit of marriage is family insurance. If the family takes a good, exactly. And here's the thing, Coach. Most of those jobs that have good insurance plan are in industry, industrial, and infrastructure because they have to cover the safety of their workers working hazardous jobs. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you know who got some good ass health insurance? A trash man. They got great benefits working in sanitation. Everybody want the nigga that went to college with the master's degree wearing the suit, but they don't want the nigga picking up the trash and that nigga making more money with less overhead, with less fucking debt, with more motherfucking benefits. Let's make trash men great again. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying for the fact of the matter is we got a lot of stuff to do when we go back outside. This spring and this summer is going to be crazy. Be safe, protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be safe and protect yourself. Keep your head on the swivel because people ain't used to being outside. They be still talking to people like they online and shit. Like a motherfucker can't touch their ass the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You can't isolate human beings for that long and that shit happen and they don't know how to react. I'm sad. Condolences to your friend. Let me see. The importance of credits in some circumstances can be beneficial to the average earner and money at times. Facts. Yo, let's talk about this other shit, man. Y'all heard about these historical black colleges, right? I'm about to say something that's real controversial. That's about to rub people the wrong way. Okay, historical black colleges was colleges for slave master children that were neither black nor white. They weren't black enough to be black because it's who your father was. So if your father was white or whatever, or perceived to be, then you weren't white, but you weren't black. So they put you in this college so you couldn't go to the college with the white folk. And then because black people during that time, they weren't able to motherfucking go to regular college. So then it was some hand-me-down shit. And then these institutions are failing with higher tuition rates and interest rates, and and then these children, our children in 2023, are going to these colleges and they ain't safe. So the history of historical black colleges is segregation. So why am I going to send my child to a college? And I'm not talking about the top tier historical black colleges like Howard and Spelman and Morehouse. I'm talking about Bethune-Cookman and all these other colleges where they get this money, but then these debutante, these bourgeoisie niggas that's actually worse than white people, stealing the money from their own kinfolk, from their own children, and ain't putting it into the next motherfucking generation to be doctors, lawyers, and scientists, and people that can push forward the greatness of the royalty of the melanated people that help build this motherfucking country. So we got three choices. We can hold them accountable. If you can't hold them accountable, to take your kids out of there and send them to a fucking college that's going to give them what they need. I watched the whole Ed Reed shit. Man, that brother was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Now, did he handle it the right way? People can say yes and no, but if he didn't handle it like that, like, yo, we need to stop as black folk not holding each other accountable in the way that we hold everybody else accountable. Listen, I'm gonna look at you side eye. I don't care what you look like. If you ain't fucking executing the level of greatness that I expect from you, I understand that you behind the eight ball, but let's stop using that excuse because our forefathers never used that excuse to get us to this motherfucking point. Tired of this shit, man. I'm tired of this motherfucking shit. Hanging up on history of the greatness of other people, but nobody wants to be great. Listen, if you over the age of 35, this is your world now. You got to take control. You are working towards being the elders of the fucking village so the younger generation can grow and mature, have the room to make their mistakes and recover. Right now, my generation, the 80s babies, our 40-year-olds, we are too busy trying to still hang out with the young motherfuckers or be cool and shit and not taking over the country. Remember, for you to be the president of the United States, you got to be at least 45 fucking years old. I'm 40 fucking one going on 42. The fuck you mean? Nigga, it's our time. It's our helm. We have to guide the world so we can hand off the baton and we dropping the fucking ball. We dropping it collectively. We dropping it collectively. You know what I'm saying? We dropping it collectively. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like this shit needs to we need to get our shit together. It doesn't matter if they go to a historical black college. It doesn't matter if they go here or there. It matters in where they go. Whether they go to a state funded college, a community college, a white college, they some of us ain't always gonna be this high echelon motherfucker. People need to play their lanes. We need people in all facets of everything. We need engineers. We need electricians. We need people doing power lines. We need people working on gas pipelines. We need people in these places that's not all that, profound and people knowing what they is because they help the infrastructure. At the end of the day, when is we as Black Americans going to say that I am American that happens to be Black? Like, when are we going to say that? That's just my thoughts, because this as much as your country as anybody else that's walking. Exactly. I feel you too. But if our institutions are failing, we have to hold them in high regard, whether we was alumni or not. You know what I'm saying? What about people getting certifications? What about that? The price that you go to college, you getting a certification is important. A nurse, a clinical, a clinician, a dental assistant, a dentist. Everybody say they want to be a doctor, but nobody want to be a dentist. Motherfucking mouth is looking raggedy as fuck. Niggas will go out and spend 30, 10, $15,000 to put a grill in their fucking mouth and their teeth look like chiclets. And guess what? You can get medical insurance, but your dental insurance will be an extra price because that's how much money is in the dental industry. Get the fuck out of here. I thought your mouth is a part of your health. Why is medical and dental separate? Look at the trick bag right there. Look at the trick bag right there. You can go get a surgery, but you can't go get your fucking mouth fixed. You can't get your fillings, your teeth, your shit straight. Because guess what? That's your health right there. Back in the day, how did they used to check if you was matter of fact, the first dentist was barbers, because barbers used to be your dentist and your fucking barber. They used to be able to do surgery. That's why they got a autoclave sitting in the barber shop to sanitize the instruments in that motherfucker. That's what that strike means. Yeah, nigga, I'm in Asia, man. They teeth fucked up over this bitch, man. And they got dentists everywhere down the motherfucking block, and them bitches is empty, but the doctor's packed. They'll live long, but they teeth missing, my nigga. Yeah, listen, everything's a trick bag, but it's what you put into it. Look, I ain't been in America in 20 fucking years, but I'm American than a motherfucker, because on my passport, it doesn't say I'm Black. It say I'm American, right? That's my country. That's my motherfucking country. It's your country. It's everybody else's country. I'm not African American. Barack Obama's an African American. His daddy's African and his mama's American. Both my parents is fucking American. Well, actually, nah, my dad's Haitian. But you see what I'm saying? But he got his motherfucking citizenship, so he naturalized. So he's American. My mom's American. She got Native American blood, Native American, or what you want to call it, Indigenous American, or whatever. It's Black folk in America before America and all this other shit. It's like this is, once we realize that this is the reason why we can't get what we want at the table, because we don't come to the table demanding our rights as Americans. The civil rights movement was always about demanding your rights as an American fucking citizen, and in the Constitution and in the fucking Bill of Rights. Had nothing to do with Pan-Africanism and shit like that. And what country in Africa are you going to, are you from, are you representing? Because it's countries there. Africa is a fucking continent. It is not a fucking country. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Like, yo, you American. It doesn't take away from your Blackness. Every Black American, every forefather, every slave, every free man, every civil rights leader, they are American. We have our own culture that we made from the ground up, and it doesn't start and end with fucking slavery and we shall overcome in the Negro motherfucking spirituals. Facts. I've been to Africa. Fuck that. Listen, if Africa was so great, why do niggas keep coming to America and trying to be Black people? That's my motherfucking thing. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Let's move on to something else that I wanted to fucking cue in on. Right? I heard, man, that the gas pipeline got blown up from Russia. And the reason why I'm speaking on this because your gas bill's about to go up, right? I don't care who did it, but your gas bill's about to go up because it's not yesterday's price ain't today's price. Listen, check this out, right? My gas bill, I'm over here. My gas bill, right, was $60. My gas bill went up to $144, and I'm using the same amount of fucking gas that I was using last month. It's past double. What the fuck? Because they trying to make up for that fucking money that they gave up. What's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? They made up for that shit. You feel what I'm saying? All that shit, like y'all tax returns that y'all waiting on, them shit's gonna be light than a motherfucker, because all them stimulus checks, they're gonna be light. They're gonna be light than a motherfucker. Y'all need to prepare yourself to hold this shit down for the next 3 to fucking 5 years. I'm being real. Don't get complacent. The way you was acting during the pandemic, the way y'all niggas was money savvy during the pandemic, y'all need to be still money savvy, because we ain't out the woods yet. They ain't start with the fucking. Because they want motherfuckers that had kids. They need more taxpayers. They gonna tax that motherfucking ass. They already got rid of the old fucking boomers. They done crushed them niggas down to fucking 20-30% of what they was living, because they was living too fucking long. But they need new babies, and they willing to sacrifice your livelihood and put pressure on your ass so you work like a dog slave. Pay attention. And don't stay woke, man. Sometimes you need to take a nap, man, because you know what I mean. You know how kids get, you know, when they toddlers and shit. When they just wake up, they get irritable and shit. I'm not here to. How should I say? I'm not here to scare you. I'm just here to make you, you know what I mean, to point some light to some shit so you can be prepared for the fuckery that comes down, so you can really enjoy your motherfucking life. The new monopoly is FPL, the largest electrical company in the U.S. is FPL, Bell Atlantic. Remember Bell Atlantic and shit on the East Coast? You on the East Coast, you remember that Bell Atlantic shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to chop wood, bro. Time to bring back them bro. I was looking at pellet stoves, my nigga. Shit, fuck what you mean, nigga. I saw some shit on YouTube where the dude was talking about these cold clean stoves, nigga. They trying to bring back coal, nigga. Shit. Like, you know what I mean? But but for real, listen, man. Y'all need to stay savvy out here in these streets. Enjoy your motherfucking life. Stay motherfucking with your head on the goddamn swivel with this bitch. And I come up here periodically, man, and chop it up with y'all, man, on my thoughts. These are just random in this motherfucker, man. I'm petty in this bitch. Real talk. I'm petty in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm real petty in this bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate every last one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? Appreciate y'all, man. Just sitting up here listening to a dude random thoughts and all this other stuff. I ain't trying to keep y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful and great day, man. Enjoy your motherfucking Friday, man, because Friday's like the best day out of the motherfucking week in this bitch. You know what I mean? Because you get to go home and enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? You get to go home and enjoy yourself. But I'm gonna do this for one. I'm gonna do these couple of things for a couple of times. Here we go.
Kevin said, and 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 Kevin. And what about Kevin? And Kevin doing good work. And Kevin, and Kevin, and Kevin, and Kevin, and Kevin, and Kevin.
Behind each ear. Oh God, I love this. Behind each ear. Oh God, I love this stuff behind each ear. Oh God, I love this stuff. Man, that shit is motherfucking funny, man. Look. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, yo, that shit is fucking funny. But yo, I appreciate y'all, man. Yo, thank y'all for coming motherfucking through. Yo, but I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna enjoy my motherfucking drink, enjoy my motherfucking smoke. Yo, and yo, love to all of y'all, man. I'll be back every now and again, man, chopping it up with y'all.